Armchairing with Bruce Morrow on the One Podcast Network.
Welcome, guys. Sorry I'm late. Technology is kicking my butt since last week. Yeah, I don't know what to say. So welcome. We're going to get right back to it. We're going to talk about UF, why UF is going to win. It's a topic that I wanted to cover last week, and technology was kicking my butt just a couple minutes ago. I'm also gonna talk about U.S. soccer. As you see the title, I think U.S. soccer is in trouble, and I will also talk about NBA and JuJu Watkins' impact on the women's bracket. So let's get to my first topic, UF. As you guys might know, I'm a Gator. I graduate from UF. I was there when UF won back-to-back with Noah, Alford, what's the other guy? Corey Boer. So when Donovan was the coach, I was there. And maybe I'm biased, but my bias doesn't mean that UF is not the best team right now. I think so. I think UF is the best team, and they are in the side of the tournament that's very tough. And they're gonna be in the Sweet 16. They beat the two-time defending champ UConn. And UConn coach was not happy, talking about referees. He's a sore loser. They had the run, so I think UF is gonna win. We're gonna play Maryland. I'm gonna talk about Maryland in a few seconds. Texas Tech is coming. He's gonna be in the Sweet 16 as well. And Arkansas, John Calipari quit. Left Kentucky, went to Arkansas, and they beat St. John's. There are some people in the channel that pick St. John, and I said there's not enough waitresses for Pitino to win. And Calipari, the two former Kentucky coaches, met, and Arkansas won against St. John. Why did I pick UF? Besides being a graduate from there, I went to undergrad there. It was a very nice university, a good party school. I mean, I enjoy myself. When I watched the team and I compared the team to it's practically like the same team that won the back-to-back championship. Nice guard combination, long, very long, and deep, very deep team. Auburn might be like some people's favorite. People might pick Auburn, but I think UF, and it's my non-biased side saying, is best equipped to win the tournament. And when you look at backcourt, let me try to find it right here. I have it here. Where is it? Okay. You have Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. he's very composed. He's a great leader. And when you see his backcourt mate, I have it here. Well, where is it? I have it here. Give me a second. I have it here. Too many windows open. Okay. I don't see it, but I know Clayton Jr. He had a very decent game against UConn. He made some clutch plays. I was not surprised that UConn lost. A lot of people said UConn might upset Florida, but that was not an upset for me. That was the right result. I'm still looking for it. I don't know where is it. God, I don't see it. Wow. Where is it? Oh no. I'm feeling like St. John, not being ready to play. This is a shot at St. John. You know the funny thing is when I'm done talking, that's when I will find it, but it was there. So what I wanted to talk, I don't see it. The article that I had from the Gainesville Sun, where they talk about the roster. But in the round 16, Florida is facing Maryland, and Maryland has a center. His name is Derek Quinn. He's that's the only guy I'm really worried about. I'm not worried about the other players. I saw Maryland come back against that team. What's the name of the team? They just defeated that team. They came back against that team. Oh no, this is not my day. Yeah, so Eric Quinn, but Florida is gonna defeat that team, and I'm not worried about it. I know Maryland is ranks in the top 5 defense, in the top 5 defense efficiency. They only allow 62.3 points per game. Every possession will matter, but the last game, every possession mattered too against UConn. UConn was really good. Florida barely beat them. So I'm not worried about Maryland. I think Florida is gonna go to the Elite Eight. They're gonna face Texas Tech. Yes, I'm picking Texas Tech to win over who they playing? Arkansas. Yep, Elite Eight. And Florida is gonna face next. Florida is gonna be in the Final Four. And who they gonna face in the Final Four? I had my bracket here. My bracket, they gonna face. Where is it? Final Four, they're gonna face Auburn. Ooh, that will be a tough game. But I'm picking Florida. And they're gonna go to the final, to the championship game, and they're gonna face Duke as an easy path. Everybody's gonna pick. I've seen a lot of people pick Duke. I could see Arizona beat Duke, but we'll see. I think it's gonna be Florida against. Oh man, Houston. I live in Houston. It was a nice city. Houston treated me well. So I am picking Florida against Houston in the championship. So Gators are 7-point favorite against Maryland. There are a lot of things that Maryland matchups well with Florida. There are three witnesses for Maryland. They don't finish at the rim well. They are not very good in the defensive rebound, even though they have a nice center that rebound a little bit. But if he's not there, if he goes on the bench, the defensive rebounds goes down. And they don't have a deep bench. And although they are called the Crab Five, they're gonna be crab. They're gonna be Florida gonna eat them. Gators crush crabs. The Gators. So I'm not a crab eater, so I think it's gonna be a easy task, easy game for Florida, easy. I'm pretty much, I have nothing else to say. I think the tournament is really quite boring for me in the men's side. The women's side are more compelling. SEC was dominated by Florida. There were 14 teams, and SEC is at the 7 remaining. Big Ten 4, Big 12 4. Out of the SEC team is Florida. Dominated the SEC tournament, beat some of those teams already. Florida can play all styles. They can go up tempo. They can play grinding out games. That's the best conference. And Big Ten only has 4 teams. Big 12 only 4 teams, and ACC only 1 team. Only 1 team. Last season, I remember last season they were saying ACC has a lot of team, but only 1 team left in the ACC, which is Duke. So there's a big chance that the SEC team is going to win, and the only team is going to win is out of Gainesville, Florida. And it's the University of Florida, the best university in Florida, by the way. Unfortunately, we cannot say the same thing about people who pick USC to win. I know some people in the channel, they were saying USC, UCLA. I don't know about that. When I look at the women bracket, by the way, I picked UConn to win. The national championship. When I look at the women bracket, it's very interesting how it's gonna look now, because the region where USC is just open. They are in the, even though they won against what team they were playing? Mississippi State, 96-59. I think USC is gonna battle. They have some decent players, but USC is gonna have a tough task to beat Kansas State without JuJu. If you're not aware, if you're not watching the news, I think she had a torn ACL in the knee. She went down. Was watching the game. I think she went down, and there was dead silence in the gymnasium. I think I saw a video of her before. She was limping a little bit. I think she left the previous game limping, and maybe that was a sign that, I don't know, something could happen. But she went down, and she's gonna be out of the tournament. So I wish JuJu Watkins the best. But I don't think USC is in it anymore. I think UConn is gonna win the national championship. There have been a couple of seasons where they don't win. Last season, they were eliminated by the referees. I'm sorry, by Iowa. And they're gonna face Oklahoma. Oklahoma on the 29. 29 is Saturday. I think they're gonna beat Oklahoma. If USC survive Kansas State, I don't believe they're gonna do it. They're gonna survive. They might meet UConn, and UConn is gonna beat Kansas State in the Final Four, and UConn is gonna be in the national championship. Now, in the Birmingham region, and 2 and 3, you have South Carolina. South Carolina is gonna meet Maryland. I don't think Maryland can beat South Carolina. You have North Carolina, who's going to go against Duke. Carl Lasson has done a great job coaching North Carolina. I think Duke is going to beat North Carolina because I believe Carl Lasson is better coach than the North Carolina coach. I don't even know her. I don't remember who's the coach. Duke against South Carolina. Ooh, I could see an upset. I could see Duke beating South Carolina. Yes, that's why I said it. Duke beating South Carolina. In the Final Four, UConn against UCLA. I think UConn is going to beat UCLA. UCLA is a fraudulent. They're not that good. They're going to lose to UConn, and UConn is going to be in the national championship. I am picking Duke over South Carolina in the Elite Eight, and I think Duke is gonna face in the Final Four against Notre Dame, TCU, Notre Dame. Oh man, Haley left LSU, got tired of murky jacket. Notre Dame has been missing. I've been losing some games, but I think Notre Dame beats TCU. Texas, Tennessee. Oh man, I think Texas beat Tennessee. Final Four, Duke against Notre Dame. That's my pick, and I think Notre Dame against UConn in the finals, in the national championship, and UConn national champion. So my pick are Florida men's side, UConn women's side. So the next topic I wanted to talk about is NBA. Before I tackle US men's soccer, that's a topic that's very close to my heart. But I wanted to say my best to Damian Lillard. If you have not heard, Damian Lillard has been sidelined, and definitely because he has a blood clot in a deep vein thrombosis in his right calf. And lately, we have seen a lot of blood clots in basketball players. So I don't know why it's happening. I don't know the reason. But I would advise Damian Lillard. I'm not trolling. I'm just being serious. I have family in the health industry. Please don't try to come back. Let it go. Don't try to come back for this season. Chris Bosh, I remember Chris Bosh wanted to resume his career, was told that that's not good for him because he had a blood clot in his heart, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So please take the season off. And Doc Rivers, I'm not going to even control Doc Rivers. I'm not going to say that you take another team and then you fail again. I think Bucks are done. They're not going to win anything. There are some teams that already said that we're done. They're done already. The Jimmy Butler return. I watched the game last night. I follow the Warriors. Warriors are one of my teams, and I believe Jimmy Butler is a good player, a very good player, but I don't think he's a superstar. Maybe playoff Jimmy is a superstar. I've seen Jimmy Butler drag teams that are not very talented to win. Oh, not win. Win the Eastern Conference Finals. Win the Eastern Conference crown, but lose in the finals against the Lakers in the bubble against Jokic a couple years ago. I think he's a very good player. He's a glue player, but I don't think he's a superstar. A superstar win the game last night. A superstar does not score only 11 points on a return on team that you think disrespected you. He said before the game, he doesn't want to see, he has nothing to say, Pat Riley, and he doesn't want Pat Riley has anything to say to him. 11 points. Steph Curry was not playing. So why 11 points? You let a terrible Miami Heat 31 and yesterday they were 30 and 41. 30 and 41. And your record is 41 and 30. You went to Miami and you lay an egg. 11 points. It was practically a blowout. It was embarrassing. And I picked the Warriors to win the championship. Yeah, I'm still picking the Warriors to win the championship. But you're not going to win like this. So Jimmy Butler has to play better. Kuminga just came back from injuries. Probably still rusty. Didn't have a good game. To me, Gil Santos needs to start more. Gil Santos needs to play more. There are some players I think they're better when Curry play. Curry had a pelvic contusion, so he didn't play. He wanted to play. I think in the morning of practice, he turned right and he didn't feel right. So per measure of precaution, he was sidelined, so he didn't play. So he's likely gonna play Friday against the Pelicans. So I think Warriors had some bad losses. They could be like third seed by now. They had the bad losses. The loss against Miami, that was terrible. The loss against the Sixers, that was terrible. I remember which loss they had before. They had some terrible losses. That's crazy. There's 2 straight losses, 2 games that Curry didn't play. Clippers playing right now. They're playing the Knicks. 53-49. Knicks are up in the second quarter. Brunson is not back yet. I don't know when he's coming back. I'm not a Knicks fan. Even though I liked the Knicks play when Alan Houston was on the team. Alan Houston and sway well. But according to SNY, his rehab is progressing than initially anticipated, but they're not going to rush him back. So I hope he takes his time. And we'll see what happens with Knicks for the rest of the season. I don't think the Knicks are going to win the championship. I think Detroit can beat them. I think Boston can beat them. Well, practically they can beat the Bucks now because the Bucks are done to me. Who else? The Knicks can. Then who else? I'm looking at the standings. Ooh, yeah. I think the Knicks are the. Ooh, Cavaliers have been struggling lately. Ooh. I think the Knicks are the third best team. Yeah, third best team. They won 2 straight, so they might win tonight. So you never know. But they only top 3. Other games, Wizards, Sixers. That's the Cooper Flag game. Raptors, Nets. Nobody's gonna watch that. Denver, Milwaukee. Damian Lillard is not going to play, so Denver should win this. And Boston, Phoenix. I mean, Boston, you should beat Phoenix. Phoenix is done. So we'll see. Playoff is almost there. It's going to be a race for seeding. I think the Knicks going to finish third. I think the Warriors going to finish 6 or 7, but most likely 6. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So the main topic I wanted to discuss tonight was U.S. soccer. For a long time, I've never believed that U.S. is very good at soccer, but every time that I've seen them at the World Cup, they have been good. They have had some good players some good players that were interesting for me, like Kobe Ramos, like Alexi Lalas, like Patrick Dempsey, like Landon Donovan. US soccer was very good. They had a good record at the World Cup. I think the best coach was, I think he's still coaching, is Bruce Arena. Bruce Arena is a very good coach. I don't know what his relationship is with U.S. Soccer Federation, but for some reason, he's not coaching the team anymore. He's okay. I know Jürgen Klinsmann was the coach for some time. And Jürgen Klinsmann, for people who don't know, who don't watch soccer, Jürgen Klinsmann is one of the greatest German football soccer player of all time. Broke my heart when Germany beat my favorite team in soccer, besides Haiti, is Argentina. When my favorite player lost in a penalty shootout. I remember I was 10 years old. I'm dating myself. I cried. One of the things I cried. I cried so much when Argentina lost that final. So Jürgen Klinsmann was the coach, and Jürgen Klinsmann was replaced because they said that he was underperforming. They had a good team. He was whatever. Okay. Jürgen Klinsmann was replaced. Then came Bob Bradley. He was okay. He was okay, coach. He was okay, coach. I mean, he was okay. I mean, there was some talent on the team. There was Josie Altidore on the team. Very, very, very talented player. Very fast. I remember U.S. winning all those championships, the Gold Cup. They participated in the Copa America. Even though Bruce Arena came back for a little while, they didn't have the same success. And then they have a new coach now, Mauricio Pochettino. Mauricio Pochettino. I wanted to say this last week. Mauricio Pochettino said the other day, I don't know what's going on, why everybody is kissing this president, but I'm not going political, but I am just saying this is my opinion. Hello, Mr. Thomas, and thank you for being here. He said last Tuesday that the U.S. soccer is going to be the greatest team in the world. And they're going to pull off a miracle victory in the 2026 World Cup with the help of President Trump. We can win the World Cup with the help of President Trump and the fans. So this guy was hired in September of last year. He's an Argentina player. I played with Diego Maradona in the clubs. Was a Chelsea coach. Chelsea is a team in the UK, in England. Came, tried to get a job of the England team, but was not hired, and so he was open. So the US team job was open, so they hired him. Maybe because he coached Messi when Messi was when Messi was playing for Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain is a team in France, a soccer team in France. So he became the coach of the US. So as you guys know, the World Cup, US World Cup, I'm sorry, not the World Cup. The World Cup is going to be organized in 2026 by the venues going to be in Mexico, United States, and Canada. So we're going to see a lot of this guy who's the president. Maybe the guy is kissing his butt. Maybe he thinks that the president is going to sign an executive order for the U.S. team to win. But since he's become coach, the team has been trash, has been terrible. And when you watch the team, I don't see any progress. They call this team the golden generation because of new players. I mean, there's talented. Christian Pulisic. He's very talented. But he's no Landon Donovan to me. He's not Landon Donovan to me. He's not Claudio Reyna. He's not Patrick Dempsey. So very confidently, they went to this CONCACAF Nation League tournament. They went there and won a couple of games. Lost to Panama. Panama in the semifinals. Panama. How are you losing to Panama? How are you losing to Panama? If you're not a soccer fan, you think I'm babbling right now. You don't know anything what I'm talking about. But in the FIFA Men World Ranking, let me tell you the ranking of the United States. 16 best team in the world. 16. Let me tell you the ranking of Panama. 36. You lost to Panama. I watched that game, and the guy scored and ran to hug Thierry Henry. If you don't know who Thierry Henry is, he's one of the greatest French football players of all time. No respect for United States. They were dominating United States. I saw US soccer fans saying, oh man, we win the championship or whatever. And Alexi Lala saying, I hate this tournament. The tournament is, it's beneath the US, seemingly implying that the tournament is in the US. And then you see soccer fan jeering Alexis Lalas, right? And you lost, and you have a third place game against Canada. For a long time, since I was a kid, Canada was only good in hockey. For a long time, Canada and United States used to battle in hockey. Haiti, before Haiti becomes this terrible country right now, by the way. Poor, terrible country right now. Used to beat Canada all the time. And then you lose to Canada. Canada. US lost to Canada in soccer. Canada, I don't think they even went past the first round in the World Cup. I think US went to quarterfinals. Canada never won a World Cup. It was always US, Mexico. Canada never won a CONCACAF nation. You're not even third team anymore. You're not even the third best team in CONCACAF. CONCACAF. A tournament used to be dominated by the US, and you're not even third. You lost to Canada. And this guy, who's the coach, said that in 2026, you're going to pull off the miracle and beat other teams. By the way, the best team in the world is Argentina. Even though Messi is 37, he's still playing good. They just qualify for the World Cup. The first South American team qualified for the World Cup is Argentina. And Messi did not even play. 37 years old. And Argentina team always listen to everybody. Argentina team, listen. Recently, there was a Brazilian player saying, we're going to destroy Argentina. He's like the captain of Barcelona team. What's his name? I had it. He went on a show with Romario. Romario is a former player, a legendary Brazilian player. I hated that guy when I was a kid. He used to destroy Argentina. Romario. He played for Barcelona too. So he was on a show with Romario. Rafinha said, we are going to play against Argentina, our biggest rival. Now, thank God without Messi, are we going to beat them? Rafinha said, we will beat them, no doubt, on and off the pitch if we have to. And Romario asked again, are you going to try to score a goal against Argentina? He said, yes, with everything. Romario said, F them. Rafinha said, F them. So, I was ready. Last night, I watched Argentina destroy Brazil 4-1. By the way, Brazil has not yet to qualify for the World Cup. Brazil hasn't been good since Ronaldinho, play for them. And I remember when they lost 7-1 to Germany, and they have not learned humility. So, to go back to the topic, Argentina is going to remember, because I know Argentina is going to remember, United States coach, especially an Argentinian, saying, we're going to be the best in the world. We're going to beat everybody in the world. And you can see former US great being frustrated. They are usually calm. They don't say anything. They talk. Landon Donovan, he doesn't really say anything. Said something. Alexi Lalas said something. Patrick Dempsey said something. Donovan, let me tell you what Donovan said. I'm so sick of hearing how talented this group of players is, and all of the amazing clubs they play for. If you are not going to show up and actually give a S, or you know what's the S word is, decline the invite. Talent is great, pride is better. You don't lose to Canada, man. Canada? Wow. I was shocked. You lose to Canada, man. Patrick Dempsey said, I'm a little nervous, and I'm worried about the future of the U.S. men's national team. So when they lost to Panama, all of them went on the microphone and said, oh man, we vow, we're gonna overcome this. We're gonna be better than this. And then they lost to Canada 2-1. Canada. That's not even the number one sport that's not even the number 2 sport. I don't think that's even the number 3. I mean, although soccer is not the number 1 sport in the US, I think football, basketball. Who's number 3? Who's number 3? Baseball, hockey, baseball, hockey. Soccer is like 5th. But US soccer is better than Canada soccer. I mean, used to be. But Canada has some great players, man. Very talented. So, Pochettino, he said Trump is going to make them win. So, I don't want to root against the U.S. soccer team. But when you brush like this, sometimes you need to shut up. And now there's rumors of Tottenham and Pochettino. Is Pochettino going to quit? The same guy who said the team is going to be the best team in 5-6 years. And they can win the World Cup next year because it's in the US. The game is in the US. The president, the quote unquote president, is gonna put a tariff against other teams so that the US can win. Okay. So that'll be all for tonight. Sorry for being late. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Maybe one day I'll bring like a short right here, and I'm gonna talk about. I have a green screen here. I'm gonna talk about especially during the World Cup. I still have the show during the World Cup. Maybe one day during the World Cup, I could do like a live stream. I don't know if it's possible. During the World Cup, I could say, hey, whatever, is this player covering the soccer teams? I don't know. Some kind of a video if I go to the games. Tickets are kind of expensive. I'm looking at the games. Especially the World Cup is in the US. I know I live in Houston, so I know where the stadium is. I could go there. I have people there already. So if I'm still in this country, because the deporting people. By the way, I'm legal. I know it's a sports show, but I'm legal. Pochettino, I wanted to discuss this because Pochettino should know better. US, I don't think that's the best team the US ever had, because they had Tab Ramos, they had Kobe Jones, they had Claudio Reyna, they had Tim Howard, one of the best goalkeeper of all time. They had Patrick Dempsey, play in Premier League. They had Lyndon Donovan, great scorer. Bradley, very good player. I know they have Christian Pulisic, but Freddie Adu, they said the new Pele, never pan out. So I know US, we want to be the best at everything, but you're not Trump, Pochettino. This is not politics. This is sports. You're not going to sign an executive order for the US to win the World Cup. So that will be all for tonight. Thank you for watching. I hope my microphone works next time, and stay tuned. Thank you. Have a good night. Peace.
Armchairing with Bruce Morrow on the One Podcast Network.